It's me, your boy Drifter, and the reason you can hear so much joy on my pretty little face, alrighty, is because Save the World finally got updated, chat. Yes, you heard it right? Save the World finally got updated, which makes me super duper freaking happy. Before we get into the updates, make sure to like and subscribe because who knows, we might get more interesting and intriguing Save the World updates. So, to start things off with, let's go over to the armory, the collection book, and event schematics, and they added a new type of schematics. Ancient weapons, and the first thing we have is the ancient launcher. Yeah, so this is the new gun. This is not available to research. I would have bought this gun and did a video on it, but it's not available to research. Event is, it's going to be an event item in the llama shop during the Badlands Venture season. So, yeah, whenever that comes out, I will for sure buy it and immediately make a video on it. Immediately. So, just check the stats. Its damage is 16,109. Its crit chance is 10%, crit damage 50%, obviously. The fire rate is the same. Now, it has a 10 magazine size, which is very interesting to me. I wonder how that's going to work. I really want to know how this gun is going to, like, function and work. Now, I'm going to scroll on Twitter before posting this by a little, so if I find something, I will include it about this gun of how it shoots or how it functions, which is very interesting. Also, I think this might be another, like, one of the best launchers, so I don't know. We're just going to have to wait and see whenever the hell this shit releases, which I'm pretty sure it's going to be next week. So there is that, and we have some quality of life changes, some weapon balances. I'll throw it up on screen right now. To start things off, right, we have introducing the Ancient's Launcher, recovered from remnants of a storm-consumed civilization. This powerful new weapon launches an explosive orb of magic and brings all new mechanic to save the world. Okay, so we do have an idea of how this gun might work. Okay, that's good. It's good. Okay, weapon perk, Ancient Curse. Mark up to 8 enemies during aim down sights and hovering your crosshair over them to apply a mystical glyph that lasts for 5 seconds. Then release ADS and unleash single target damage on all marked targets. Interesting. In the order they were marked. Bear in mind, the Ancient's launcher is mighty but can overheat. Aim carefully, mark wisely, and watch your enemies fall one by one. Alright, so that's a very interesting new mechanic. I wonder if you're going to be able to use it without aiming down sights or something like that, but apparently from what I'm reading is you're gonna have to aim down sights and mark your enemies. I wonder how fast the bullet projectile is and how much damage that will do. Alright, here's the second page, and here are the weapon balances. This update brings bug fixes and targeted buffs to a variety of weapons, especially those that are situationally useful but often outclassed in general play. Most Vindertech weapons, Pulsar, the Blazer, the Buster, the Jolter, and the Blaster, and the Disintegrator, have received stat buffs. These weapons, old 5 headshot perk minus the Disintegrator, have been replaced with the fixed version of the following perk. Damage dealt to enemies below 15 health will immediately eliminate them. Does not affect miss monsters, so keep that in mind. If a smasher is below 15 health, you cannot one-shot him. That kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Alright, the Tiny Instrument of Death now deals higher damage, that's nice, and stronger knockback. Faster reload time, less recoil, and slightly more ammo per shot. That's really good. The Tiny Instrument of Death is actually like one of my favorite weapons. I don't think I have it 130'd necessarily, but I'm pretty sure I have it. Yeah, here it is, the Tiny Instrument of Death. Alright, let's check what else, excuse me. Shooting Star now overheats less quickly and has faster reload time. That's great. I've used the Shooting Star before. That kind of bothered me. The Pop Shot. What Pop Shot are we talking about? Pop Shot's detail now display the full extent of its previous hidden base damage, which has been reduced as part of balance changes. What Pop Shot? This Pop Shot or the rocket launcher? You're not very specific. Hold on. I'm pretty sure it's this one. Yeah, no, never mind. It's It's the shotgun, the pop shot, because, yeah, all right. So that's the shotgun's update. In addition to the changes above, the following weapons are eligible for an optional one-time full reset. All invested resources will be refunded, and the weapons will return to level 1. All right. The Xenon Bow, the Plasmatic Discharger, the Pop Shot, Vindertech Pulsar, Vindertech Blazer, the Buster, the Blaster, and the Jolter. All right, now we have some updates to Team Perk Black Stash, or Blackbeard's, or Blakebeard's Stash. We've updated the Blakebeard Stash Team Perk to reduce confusion and prevent interruption during fast-paced movements. It now opens instantly when the perk owner walks over it. That's very nice. That's actually very helpful. No interaction required. To reduce visual clutter, only the perk owner can now see and collect the stash and loot. That's actually really useful because whenever you or your friend or anybody that's running Blakebeard Stash at the same time, you could get your stashes confused. But now the fact that you can't see other people's stashes is just amazing. Also, here are the bug fixes. Flutter's wisp damage now scales more effectively. Chests and containers no longer appear as if already opened or empty and hit the road. That's very nice. That is very nice because I was playing Hit the Road and a lot of chests like were just opened, which didn't make sense. The correct amount of XP will now be earned after the weekly limit has been reached instead of earning 0 XP. That is very nice. The default keybinds for pet, sprint, and dismount commands no longer appear as unbound. That's very nice for the PC players like my friend. Uh, Opening the emote wheel no longer stops the player from opening the main menu. Amazing. Fixed a perk recombobulator issue where the focus could randomly jump to a different perk slot. Players no longer prevented from jumping while in the grasslands lake. That's amazing. Corrected Major Oswald's dialogue volume in Hunt the Titan. I remember I played Hunt the Titan recently. I don't know if I made a video on that, where he was like either really high or really low in voice in terms of like volume. Cursor mode has been restored, and releasing the Alt key after holding it now closes the inventory as intended. Fixing an issue causing the Xenon Bow, Plasmatic Discharger, and Pop Shot to incorrectly deal damage multiple times to a single target. Fixed an issue where certain weapon perks were incorrectly applied to other weapons. That's nice. Resolved various UI and input issues, blah, blah, blah. Added several missing voice lines to the Imposter quest line. I realized that when I was playing the Imposter, there is some missing voice lines. Obviously, I have that memorized because I'm a Save the World nerd. Quest reward envelopes no longer cover the completed quest's name on PS4. Amazing. Now these are the known issues. Player may be able to target more than 8 enemies with the Ancient's launcher while aiming down sights. After firing and aiming down sights, some visual and audio effects on the Ancient's launcher may persist after overheating. Overheating the weapon again and will wait for it to cool down will reset the effects. Interesting. Banner icons may not update to the current selected upon leaving a mission. That's interesting. And that's about it that we know about Save the World. That's all the updates. That's all the bug fixes. That's all the weapon changes. And that is the new weapon. I will 100% be making a new video whenever that weapon gets to the shop. So I hope you guys are ready and prepared for it. I'm personally going to be grinding so I can make it full god roll so you guys can get the full experience. So make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification so you know when that video is going to come out. Anyways, have a good day, lads.